current or imminent weather conditions, we must evacuate the area and return to your vehicles. Make your way back to the shuttle buses or immediate shelter. Please avoid all tall objects. Race operations will continue if or when conditions return to a safe level. Please note, race times will not be updated to account for weather delays. Thank you.
Hey everybody, Mac and Damer here for OCR Kings, and we have just completed the Bethel, New York Super. Check out these things out. Yeah, all right,
Yep.
Cool. There was some shenanigans on the course there.
Interesting day today.
What were your thoughts up until the point where we all got almost electrocuted? What do you think, Damer? Was it a good day? It was kind of a good day.
It was a good. You know what? This course goes in. If you've ever done Bethel, New York before, and you're not here this weekend, it's a totally different course on a different side of the road, different side of the map. Not one part of the previous year.
Not a piece. Nothing.
Didn't touch this, so it was like this is totally new. In fact, we are starting from the end of the parking lot over in the festival area, whereas we've always started way back over the mountain, way that way over the hill. So yeah, like new terrain. So that
How did you feel about the terrain? What did you think? I mean,
the terrain was cool.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, the terrain was cool. It was
Giant
like
field.
the
where
fields-
the super part was.
Yeah, I mean that part kind of like we just used that field to the maximum we could. So that was a bit much, like just a lot of just field running, and some of it wasn't even cut, so it was we were just collecting ticks.
Well, you were with shorts, showing off those legs. All right, big calves.
Damn right.
I was thinking too. This would be a great piece of land, open, beautiful, green.
To do what?
Put a cell phone tower right on there. What do you think?
I thought you were going with beast.
That's what I really meant. Not looking to purchase any land to do anything.
It was like if you
inorganic on.
We've done sprints and supers here in years past, and this new terrain has enough to do more sprints and more supers.
Yeah.
It was like if you could somehow tie the two pieces of land together to get a beast out here, because the Northeast definitely lacks in the beast terrain. So
we saw somebody on the course. He's going up to Quebec, or he's going to Canada. To do a beast because there's no other one here.
Yeah.
So, boo. So I think we could put a beast here at this.
So agree, that would be
location.
great, turning this into a trifecta weekend. I don't know if you could get an ultra terrain out of here. You never know. A few more loops in those fields.
So we were thinking about Tom. He made mention about ultras and lightning. Okay. So he was 27 miles into an ultra, and they closed down the course, and he said, "No way, I'm not leaving." So we were on this course. And lightning right,
and in fact that one streak was pretty close,
directly overhead, and it was I learned some things. There's a level 1,
that's right,
and then there's a level 2,
yeah,
and then there's a level 3. It's like DEF CON, except it goes in reverse. The higher you go, the closer you are to nuclear annihilation. So we reached level 3, and it was a full stop.
Yeah,
we stopped on the course.
So everything was going great. It absolutely started to pour on us in one of those fields, and we went over like that 6-foot wall.
Yep.
And then we did the
Z-wall
and the carry, and we did the sandbag carry, and then that's where they said all the obstacles at this point. So that's level 2, I guess. Like
they just said.
So they said you
spear throw after Mach 1, or you hit it perfectly.
Yes,
and I did. It was fantastic.
Dead center. You actually knocked it over.
I did. Went right through it.
Okay, they
stopped us at spear
They stopped
throw.
us at spear throw, so we didn't do spear throw, and we didn't do any other obstacle after that.
Which ones are closed? This is closed? All obstacles are closed. It's a new one. Medal me!
The good news is we were already at 6.2.
Yeah, miles.
According to our watches. So it was like the mileage was definitely good. We were well over a 10K for the super. So it was like mileage wise, it was cool. Trails were really interesting. Trails were like
They're okay.
Like,
There was some
super-
a lot of muck.
Super muddy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
been raining, and it obviously poured on us. So it was like they were really sketchy. Not even trails. Like Spartan just cut them through
Cut
the
them
woods.
right through the woods.
So it was like a lot of down trees, a lot of crazy steps, a
Yeah.
lot of just slow going, slogging through these open water. But
It was-
I actually liked
I
that.
liked
That
it.
was cool.
I liked
Yeah, it
the
was cool.
layout. I liked
Yeah.
the course. I
Yep.
liked the terrain. So good on you, Spartan. Nobody has control of the lightning. Not that I know of, right?
It was it was fine. It was like so. My only complaint was we're at the hard stop, and people are joining the back of our growing group.
Right.
And
Right.
they're like, well, we're not going to let you go. All the obstacles are now going to be closed, but we're not even going to let you go. So now we're at level 3, level 4.
That was level 3. Level 2 at the
DEFCON.
spear throw, she's
Yeah.
like, just keep going.
Yeah.
All obstacles are
But now
closed.
they're all holding us in an open, wide area, and you see this giant bolt of lightning. And it was like, if this
It
hit,
was in the frame. It was right overhead.
with a 0 count. So if that hit the group of people that were all just standing there, and there was another group on the other side because where they were going out, we were finishing the race and coming back in. It's like that's a pretty dangerous spot to just hold people up. So
Yes.
they stopped us for a while. We stayed and we stayed and we stayed, and finally I think one group just said,
They're just like, no, I'm going.
"We're going."
Mutiny. All right.
So a group just broke out and we followed.
I'm like, that guy's my ride.
So we ran all the way
I have
around.
to go with him.
We ran all around the field, and I wound up looking back, and there were still people in the
They
hard
were
stop.
stuck. They
So
were stuck there. So, and we got to I guess closer to the festival area. There was the Herc hoist, the A-frame cargo, and the fire jump. And on the PA was the emergency broadcast system.
yeah,
Seek
yes, like seek shelter,
shelter.
immediately.
Don't touch any tall structures. So of
Yeah,
course
it's like,
I
go
go
back-
through and I'm on the fire like, oh,
go back,
yelled at.
go back to your cars. And then it was like, so we crossed the finish line, and then they said, "Go back to your cars. We're not giving you medals.
Right.
Go away."
Right. It's like,
That
okay.
was pretty much what we heard at that time. So
Getting a little anxious.
So we did head back to our car. There was a few super pissed people telling volunteers/staff
Some angry
where
folks.
to stick it.
And the staff member, much to her credit, was like, just relax. You're gonna get your medal.
You can come back and get it. So the staff member knew. I wish we kind of knew that at the finish line. It was just weird though because they were right there. I could have just grabbed a medal.
Yeah, you could have had a whole stack.
Took my race tag
Medals
off,
for everybody.
and I just would have got to the car and left.
Yeah.
But instead, you made us all leave, and
That was a little weird.
at the same time, they weren't letting people into the festival. So the
Yeah.
afternoon waves
humongous.
was huge.
They're like
This-
just like New Jersey.
Yeah.
It was like stacked up
Yes.
at registration. So this was an odd, just set of circumstances. A weird time here at Spartan Race.
That's right.
But all went well. We're safe.
We went
we're
back
fine,
in. We
had a
got
good
our
time.
medals. Obviously, all was good, and it was like race was fine. And it's not Spartan's fault
No.
for trying to deal with the weather.
And safety first. I mean, come on. You're gonna
Yeah.
touch like a giant aluminum thing that's above the whole
I'm
plane.
totally,
and get zapped.
I'm totally fine with that part. I was like, just like the hard stop, standing in the middle of a field waiting to get zapped was kind of dumb.
It was weird.
It's like,
It's a little
keep,
strange.
Don't touch. Keep moving. Get
Right.
through the finish
Right.
line and get out of here and be safe. Like, okay,
Right.
I get that. So that was a little weird, but
Totally.
was
Other than
fun.
that, without the weather, I like the new course.
yeah, of
I
course
hope
it's fine. It
hope
was
they're
like
back here next year.
a lot
'cause that was
of
cool.
like some woods. It was
Yeah.
like some open fields. Obstacles were placed really well. So it was
Yeah,
like
I did
They
like
were
that.
out in
Yeah,
the fields. They were out. There was no sections where I was like, I'm running and I'm running and I'm running. So it's
No,
like, yes.
we had
So-
like 6 or 7 obstacles within the first mile and a half, 2 miles.
Yeah,
I looked, I was like,
that's
this
right.
is great.
That's right.
And the super part out in the field,
Yeah, had all
everything I think was perfectly spaced.
had
So,
all this had all these signatures.
Mr.
It was wide open, so you
or
could
Mrs.
see them,
course
which
director
was
person.
cool.
It was cool.
You're like, oh, there's Beater way over there, and you're gonna like work your way around to it. And I was like, all right.
Yeah,
and
I did
now
Twister and Beater, and I've redeemed myself from New Jersey, so that's why you're getting a thumbs up. If I fell off, I'd be like, fuck you guys, fuck this place, we're done. But no, it was a good time. The only thing that was a disaster for everybody was Olympus.
Olympus was tough.
Olympus was a disaster. The boards are falling apart, guys. You need to take a look at that. And cheating was off the hook. So that's going to be in the video.
Yeah.
It was just, I saw something that I'd never seen before. I'm going to, that'll be a surprise. You're going to be like, wait a second. Huh?
That one was.
That was.
You and I looked at.
I was like,
I
what happened
I hope we
here?
have each other's face on camera.
I
'cause
hope
was
so.
like- it was just like, what the?
I think the obstacles video is going to be maybe just that. Nothing else.
That's so funny.
All right, so here's a super medal for 25. We'll show that again. I think they look cool. I like the medals this year. Good
Yeah,
job.
that was good. All right. Yep.
And here's the wedge. I dig it.
Yeah,
So,
it's-
looking good. The other thing, too, this venue I saw on Spartan site has camping.
I didn't. I think that's awesome.
I think
It was
it's a
like
cool idea.
it said RV and camping. That's a really, really good idea. Just imagine like showing up on a Saturday and then you can like car camp and RV camp and like
freaking fantastic.
set up a bonfire, just
Yeah.
like a community. It was like really build excitement for the brand. It was
This
like,
is not the only venue you
Yeah.
could do that. You could have done that at
New Hampshire,
New Hampshire.
absolutely.
You could have
Any
done
of the
that-
raceways,
New Jersey for
like-
years and years.
Yeah.
More Spartan camping. That's a request, and more beasts.
yeah.
That's all. So, hey, everybody, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, maybe consider liking and subscribing.
Yes,
It definitely
please.
helps to grow the channel and is greatly appreciated.
That's right.
We hope to see you out there on the next one. But until that time, remember, as always, train hard.
Have fun.